Welcome to Spam Filter for Your Brain, bite-sized ponderings on how our thoughts influence our behaviour and our lives, and because we're all connected, how our thoughts impact the world. I'm here to help people reconnect with their bodies and declutter their brains. And I don't believe that we should just magically know how our emotions and our thoughts impact our lives if no one ever teaches us. So let's learn this stuff together. Where do you believe that poverty is a personal failing? If you are around these parts and you're following my work, I'd be guessing that's not something that you think that you think. But let's zoom back for a minute. Is that something you think about yourself? Do you ever look at your personal financial situation and think, I should have done something different or I wouldn't be here? Do you ever look at the way life panned out and think, I should have made some different choices, and so I would be in a far better situation than I am now, or I wish I hadn't made those mistakes? I find that a lot of the people that I speak to about money have this idea that politically, ethically, morally, they think that a lot of people with wealth have achieved that by draining other people. They have a lot of the things and they have taken it away from others, and there is an imbalance and an unfairness. There is a finite amount of resources, and the rich people have taken it away from the other people. Now, in many situations, that could be very argued to be true in terms of labor exploitation, in terms of the way that world economies grow, in terms of colonialism, in terms of history. And I don't believe that you can think that the bad people have the money and you can change your financial situation at the same time. It's not that one is right and one is wrong. But I think if you are telling yourself that the idea of the people who have all of the money are people who take things away from other people, that's not going to motivate your brain, your emotions, your actions to follow through on anything that could look like you improving your situation. And so this week, I want to slide a little thought under your door. What would you do if you had more money than you had now? What kind of things would you like to achieve? What kind of things would be possible for those around you? Projects that you like, people that you love? How would your life become of more ease if you did have more money available to you? Quite often, I think we get stuck in this loop of, I haven't, I can't, this isn't possible for me because of that. And we don't expand that out to, and if it was here, what could be possible? Because I find for myself that when I'm stuck in the I can't, all I do is I'm looking inwards, I'm feeling very protective, probably feeling a bit of sadness, disappointment, frustration, anger. And I focus in on dealing with those emotions, and they are all very internal facing, sharp edged criticism thoughts. When I change my viewpoint to going, if things were different, what could be possible? My whole outlook faces towards trying to look for opportunities, trying to look for possibilities. When I identify the motivator as to why I want these things to happen, suddenly I expand my possibilities of the things I'm willing to believe, the effort that I'm willing to make, my willingness to sit in discomfort if things might go wrong. More things become available to me. I try more things. The more things I try, the more likely more things are to work than when I'm just dealing with my own thoughts about how things should be different. The way that we speak to ourselves about money, I believe, directly impacts the access to resources that we have available to us. And that is not overlooking societal issues. It is just looking within our personal realm. The way that we talk to ourselves directly impacts our lives. I have a self-study course on money mindset, which is available in Self-Care School. And I believe that things like this are crucial to being able to transform social justice. You may be aware that all of my work works on equitable pricing, and that means that there is a full wage fee, there is a concessions fee, and there's free if you need it for folk who don't have resources available to them. So if this is something that you feel that you could really benefit from, and you're not in a financial position to be able to make that call right now, I'm not gatekeeping this information. It is there and available to you. You just need to drop me an email and let me know that you would like it. if you are someone who can afford to pay for it, that enables me to be able to offer these kind of things to people who wouldn't otherwise be able to access this kind of information. So those resources are available to you there if you would like to look at the way that you speak to yourself about money and how your thoughts about money directly impact your quality of life and what is available and accessible to you and available and accessible to the people around you. If you find this useful, just even this tiny thought change of where can I look out rather than looking in, where can I look at possibilities rather than self-criticism, please do share this episode with anyone that you think may find it useful, especially someone that you know is really struggling with money and might not be able to afford any kind of other help and may not have access to other things. Let them know that this is available to them, and I will try my best to help. I hope that this has been useful, and I will speak to you next week. If you've been enjoying what you're hearing on the podcast, you will love Self-Care School. Self-Care School is longer versions of this, more in-depth and more personalised. We have a whole hub of courses from body image to boundaries, perfectionism, time management, and a whole range of other topics. You name it, there's probably a course on it. But most importantly, we also have a weekly group coaching call where you get to apply this stuff to your everyday life and get support to try and untangle your own story from some of the emotions that you might not be enjoying in your life. If you would like to learn how to apply this work to your specific situation and to be building a life of your dreams, I would love to see you inside. Do pop over to selfcareschool.co.uk.